My name is Nils Gore. I'm an associate professor of architecture at KU and the chair of the Department of Architecture. I started using play as a way of having students come to solutions that they wouldn't otherwise have, through accident, through serendipity, through learning vicariously from their classmates. We can sit around all we want and think up things in our head, but the minute we start to engage a real material, we'll observe something we wouldn't have otherwise observed. We'll think of things we wouldn't have otherwise thought of. We'll see things we wouldn't have otherwise seen. Students are geared towards success all the time. And if you term it as play, then it takes the fear away and it makes it kind of a lower stakes game. So that if they fail on one of their play experiments, it's not a big deal. When I went through school, we pretty much drew drawings on paper. We built cardboard models and that sort of thing, but we never actually touched real materials. We didn't have access to a shop. And then when I started practicing as an architect, I worked for a firm that had a shop in there, and we built a lot of full-scale mock-ups of pieces, and I started to realize that it was a really valuable experience. And the way I think of it now is that it helps exercise a portion of a student's brain that doesn't get exercised any other way. And it's really very possible for me to design something that can't be built by somebody else. Now, if I've had to engage in some aspect of that experience when I was a student in college, that may give me some insight into what a person out in the field is going to be facing, and therefore, maybe my hope is that I'll be able to be a little bit smarter about what I design, so that the outcome, when it's all done, meets my expectations. After Katrina, we decided as a school that we wanted to do something. There's a lot of need down there. New Orleans is a great city, kind of architecturally. We could both provide help and provide lessons for our students if we went down there. And we connected with a community organization down there called The Porch. There's some particular cultural traditions in New Orleans having to do with Mardi Gras Indians, second line parades, and all that sort of stuff that they saw as a way of trying to engage children, for instance, in the community, to become immersed in the community and their cultural traditions and that sort of stuff. And so that's what they decided that they wanted to focus on, was a cultural heritage mission for themselves. We built notice boards. This is before they had electricity, before they had internet back, and they wanted some kind of means where they could post information in the neighborhood. And then we built a tool shed, a shade structure, a mobile stage so that they could have performances as part of their cultural center. We built an outdoor classroom. They've pretty much gotten on their feet. They've gotten long-term sustainable funding. They have a full-time director. They have arts programs for children every summer. They've really kind of gotten a foothold, and I like to think that we had something to do with that success. When a student achieves success at doing something that they've never done before, it's really gratifying to them, and they sort of boost their self-confidence. Also, when you go to a place like New Orleans and you're actually doing something that you see as doing some good for a community in need, that helps your self-esteem.